Welcome back, guys. I'm Nick from Active Chiropractic, and I'm going to show you a squat exercise that you can do almost anywhere and everywhere. Now, this exercise will definitely help you with your ankle mobility, knee mobility, hip mobility, and your lower back, and strengthen these joints up and prevent back pain. And will also preserve joint health. Now, this exercise will definitely help you with the other sports as well, so powerlifting and weightlifting, and also gymnastics. If you're already doing Pilates or yoga, this exercise might be too easy for you, but it's also still a bit challenging for some people. Now, all you need to do is basically assume the position of having your feet a bit wider than your shoulder and sit back into it. And if you find it too easy and you're going a bit off balance, put your arms forward, rest them on your knees so you use it as a counterbalance. If you're still finding this quite hard, use a heel lift so you can put a board under your heel. What I'll use is basically a nice thick towel, and I'll just sit on it, like so. If you're finding this exercise a bit too hard, it's because your calf muscles are a bit too tight, so I do recommend you do some calf stretches. There's dozens of types of calf stretches out there, so you can look them up on YouTube or Google. Now, I recommend doing this exercise with your shoes off, so that way you can actually feel the ground and use a bit of proprioception and train your body to feel where your body is. Just another tip for you guys to open up the joints. So put this arm, thread it through the inner part of your knee towards the outside of your foot. Put your foot down, press your elbow into your knee and open up your chest. Try to sit upright and it will open up your hips a lot more. Just another thing I want you guys to do as well is actually lean in different angles in this position. So what I want you to do is actually lean to side. So let's say I'm leaning to 45 degrees, hold it there for about 10 to 30 seconds, and then go to the other side as well. And then go more on a horizontal plane and hold there for about 20 to 30 seconds as well. And then go to the other side full. Now that way, it will open up a lot of your joints and stretch a lot of the muscles that don't really get stressed in weight bearing. Now, another reason why this squat is very important. So we were actually made to squat. So for centuries, for example, especially in non-Western societies, you would look around, everyone's actually squatting and resting in that position and doing a lot of things on the floor in a squatting position, even having a smoke in a squatting position, eating in a squatting position. It's seen almost everywhere. We were actually made to squat. Now, in Western societies as well, if you look at little toddlers starting to walk and they actually sit in a squat position, we were actually made to squat. So even them doing like number twos or poo-poos, they actually do this in a squat position. So it's unfortunate that what we do as for work, we tend to sit around the desk and we don't actually have this mobility in our joints anymore, and we actually made ourselves immobile. So it's very important to do this. Now, some studies do suggest that the squat actually prevents a lot of low back pain as well. I don't actually have the research papers handy, but I'm definitely sure anecdotally it's out there. Now, even for me, I see a lot of my relatives that are over here now are starting to have a lot of low back pain, but my relatives overseas, obviously because I'm Asian, they do a lot of squatting and they don't seem to have much joint pain or low back pain at all. Thanks for watching, guys. If you'd like to support my channel, remember to give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share this to friends and family or anyone that actually needs a bit of advice. And remember to comment below if you have any suggestions as well. And I'll see you next week.